Welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to talk about the biggest funding myths that are holding you back from securing funding. A lot of people don't know exactly what they need to know in order to be in a position to secure max funding. So we're going to go over all the myths today. We're going to address the issues and concerns that you might have about securing $150,000 in 0% interest business funding. So we'll start with the top left, right? A lot of people think all you need is a 700 credit score. But that's only just the starting point. Ultimately, you're going to need more than that. But we want to have good age history. We want to have good comparable limits. And so you want to have credit card limits that are at least $5,000 on one single card. Another myth is that you can just add trade lines to a brand new profile and get approved for $150,000. These trade line lenders, they just want your money. They don't care if you get approved or not. They're making $300 to $700 off each trade line that they sell you. So ultimately, of course, they're going to tell you you can just add a trade line. But ultimately, trade lines can only help you in two ways. One of those ways, it's going to increase your average age history. And number two is it can decrease your utilization in order for you to improve your credit score, your credit profile, so that you can then go for funding. Down here, right, you need net 30s to build business credit scores. I've been funding for 3 years now. We don't actually need any net 30s or any paydex scores or any business credit scores. You simply need to have the right credit profile in order to secure funding. I do have a video on this website as well, or on the same page, about the perfect credit profile that the banks are looking for. So if you're looking to optimize your credit, take a look at that video and see where you can improve your own credit. Another myth is that having a high score or a higher score gets you more funding. I've actually had better results for people that have had a 680 as opposed to somebody that had an 800 score but was very, very thin. Ultimately, it matters about your credit profile and what you have on your report in terms of credit age, credit mix, and your comparable credit limits as opposed to just the score itself. Another myth is that you can just add credit builder accounts as primaries like Ava and Kickoff to a thin profile and secure funding. This will not help you at all. Ultimately, it'll help you build your credit so that you can be in a position to then secure funding. But ultimately, these cards won't be enough to get you approved for the amount of funding that you're looking for. They're a great starter, right? You can add those, then you can then go get primary accounts at Discover, Chase, Citibank, Bank of America, etc. But you can't just add these for $35 a month and think that you can secure funding. Next one, this is a big one, right? That you need to generate revenue and have tax returns to get approved for high limit funding. For every single one of my clients, we have never had any revenue. If you know what you're doing, you have the right credit profile, you have the right connections and the right data points, you can get approved for up to $150,000 in 0% interest business credit cards without ever submitting a single document or a tax return, bank statement, etc. Another myth that's out there that you can apply for, let's just say that you don't qualify in terms of having a 5K minimum limit or 15K combined overall in personal credit card limits. There's a myth that you can apply for a brand new credit card to meet those limits and then go for funding right away. This is going to most likely disqualify you. I mean, of course, I would love to just have them apply for a brand new personal credit card and go for funding. That would make my job a lot easier. But unfortunately, what this does is make you look a little bit desperate in the eyes of the banks, because they're saying that, well, you're asking for business funding, but we've seen that you've added 2 brand new credit card accounts, right? They want you to wait at least 6 months from your latest personal credit card approval. So just keep that in mind. Next is closing old accounts actually helps you improve your score. This is actually not true. If you close your old accounts, you're actually going to lose the age, which is going to lower your overall age history, or average age, I should say, and that's going to decrease your score. So if you have an old account, you want to keep them open, because old age is what actually increases your score and makes you look better and more fundable to the banks. And lastly, this is probably the biggest one, the one that I hear more than anything. Hey, this is too good to be true. How can you potentially get me funding when I don't have any revenue, right? Why would anybody lend money to me? You got to understand that these banks are in a position of offering funding. Why? Because if they offer you funding, you can then grow your business, and what's going to happen when you generate revenue? You're going to deposit those funds into that checking account where you're banking. And so what this does is the banks, they make money by lending. And so when they give you a 0% interest product, right, that gives you the capital to invest to then generate revenue, which you then deposit into your business checking account, they actually take that money and lend it out at a higher interest rate. And that's how banks function. If you do your own research, you'll see that banks make money by lending money. And so they give you this money to kind of give you a head start so that you can generate revenue and then put it into the business checking account. So it's kind of like a full circle moment for the banks. And so I know you're probably in a position thinking, this is just way too good to be true. And trust me, I know how it sounds, but I've personally got over $200,000 in 0% interest business funding without ever submitting a tax return, without ever submitting a bank statement or proving revenue, right? Ultimately, what you need is the right data points, the right credit profile, and the connections at the banks. And so if this is something that you're looking for, you want us to walk you through the process, we offer a done with you service. So click the link below and we'll be able to discuss how we can work together to get you the funding that you need so that you can grow your business. Ultimately, guys, right, all of these here, or I should say all of these here, these are all myths, okay? I've been able to get people funding without any of these applying or any of these being true. And so ultimately, if someone's telling you that you need to buy trade lines or you can just add credit builder accounts, they don't know what they're doing, right? I've been funding for the last 3 years, and we know what the banks are looking for. We know what your credit report needs to look like, and we know what data points to put into the applications in order for you to have the best chances of securing $100,000 to $150,000 in 0% interest funding. So once again, if you're in a position where you want to secure the funding, you want to do it the right way, and you don't want to put yourself in a chance where you can get denied or get very, very small limits, click the link below. We'll help you secure up to $100,000 to $150,000 in 0% funding in the next 30 days. Now, if you watched the end of this video, I genuinely appreciate you taking the time to really figure out what it is and how this all works. I know this is all new information. They don't teach us this type of information in school, right? And it's just hard to really look up. But that's why I wanted to make this video so that you can really see what the myths are, what's true, what's fake, and so that you can make your own informed decision on whether or not you think that it's actually possible to secure the funding. Anyways, I hope to talk to you soon. Once again, book a call if you're interested, and we'll see you on the call. Peace.